In this video, we're going to talk about how to create lead folder filtering rules in order to be able to move leads from our leads inbox into folders and subfolders. The reason why we would want to do this, if leads come into our Cloudia Assistant account, we're going to want those leads to go into certain folders or subfolders so that our automated emails can start picking up those leads automatically by itself and start sending out drip marketing campaigns. So to demonstrate that, I'm going to log into my CloudiaAssistant.com account, and when I first log in, on the left-hand side, you're going to see that I have a few folders and subfolders that I've already created here. I've got a dental leads folder with some subfolders underneath it, as well as a health leads folder, real estate leads, and sold business. And down on the lower left-hand side are my different modes or my tabs. Now, what I want to do is I want to be able to have leads that are coming into my Cloudia account go automatically into this health leads folder. The default for leads when they come into a Cloudia account is into my leads folder because Cloudia doesn't know what to do with a lead when it first sees it. So what will happen is when you first get a Cloudia, your account kind of looks like this, and you have to right-click on leads and add folders and subfolders to that. So when I expand on my current leads folder, you can see here's my health leads folder. It's currently empty. So what will happen is if I were to have a lead come in currently without any type of rules, it's going to go right into this leads folder. But because I'm going to have automated emails that are going to be based on folders that you'll see in the other video which discusses automated emails, then I'm going to want to have some rules that are going to route a lead into the health leads folder so that if I have an automated email set up to take off on a lead as soon as it's created based on the health leads folder, then I want the leads to go into that folder to begin with. All right? So the way I'm going to do that is actually very, very, very simple to do. And it's all based on this settings tab down here on the lower left-hand side. All right, so let's say, for example, that I have leads from all web leads, and I want those leads from all web leads to go into this particular health leads folder. So what happens, I'm going to click on my settings tab, and when you look on the left-hand side here, after clicking on settings, you can see I have automated emails, billing features, etc., and one of those is lead folder filtering. And when I click on that, I have one rule here already, which is TAR leads to the dental folder, which would take leads from TAR leads and move it into a dental folder. And the rule actually kind of looks like this. If I were to open up this particular rule, you can see I've already got it set up, and it's got a filter and a rules tab, both of which have to have something to be done to it. And then I've got a name for the actual rule itself, so it kind of gives me a general idea of what this thing does without me having to open it. And then I'm working with the dental leads folder, and then I have a rule that says lead type equals dental. So what this is saying is that if I have a lead and the type of lead that's coming in is a dental lead, then I want that lead to go into a dental leads folder. All right? But what I want to do is I want to make a rule that says if I receive a lead from all web leads, then I want that lead to go into my health leads folder because that's the only type of leads that I would be working with from all web leads. So the way I'm going to do that is by clicking on Add Filter. And as you can see right now, I've only got one tab here. Now when I hit the save button in a minute, you're going to see a second tab show up. So I'm going to call this the All Web Leads to the Health Leads folder. All right. And all this did with this name is just give me a description so that when I look at a list of 30, 40, 50 or 100 of these type of rules, I can quickly at a glance look and see what this particular rule does. So the description on this can be whatever you want it to say. I'm going to say this rule sends leads from all web leads to the health leads folder. Okay? And then I have to tell Cloudia, because Cloudia has no idea what folder I want to send these leads to. So I got to tell it. And I only have to do this one time. So I'm going to tell Cloudia that the folder that I want to work with is my health leads folder. There it is right there. I'll highlight that. Now when I hit save, watch this right here. We're going to see the tab show up. Okay, save, boom, and there's a rules tab. Now, one of the mistakes that a lot of people do is they just simply close out of this thing, and then they wonder why their leads don't go into the health leads folder. The reason why is because I still haven't told Cloudia what type of lead needs to go into the health leads folder. All I've told Cloudia is that I want something to happen with the health leads folder. So now I need to tell it what to do, and that's where the rules come in. So underneath the rules here, I'm going to add a rule. And that rule in this case is going to be provider. These are the choices of the types of rules that I can do. So I'm going to say provider, and I can say equals, not equals, or contains the text. Now, Some folks put equals, and then what would happen is I have to make sure that the name that I have for that particular lead source is exact. Now, Cloudia is not case sensitive, so I can just type in all web leads, whether it's a capital or a lower a here, and I can click add rule. That's fine. The other thing that I could actually do with this rule is I could say contains the text. So if I wanted to be general about it, I could actually call this all web. Okay, if I wanted to. If I wanted to back out all web leads, the leads part, and put all web. But I'm going to keep it as all web leads. I can do contains the text, or I can put it as equals, and I'm going to hit save. Now, once I hit save, that's it. My rule is set up. At this point in time, what's going to happen is any leads that have the provider equal to all web leads will go into my health leads folder. Now, I can actually even get a bit more exact than that if I wanted to. I could actually say, if I want to get a little bit more filtering, I could say leads that are in certain states. So let's say leads equals Texas. Okay? So what would happen here is what I'm telling Cloudia at this point is if a lead comes from all web leads and the lead is in the state of Texas, then send that lead into my health leads folder. But if the lead is from all web leads and it is not from the state of Texas, don't send it to the health leads folder. It would go right back, it would stay inside my leads folder inbox. It would not go into that health leads folder. Okay? One thing that you do not want to do, and we talked about this in another video when you're dealing with filters, filters have to be more and more restrictive. Okay? So think of a coffee filter. Coffee filters get smaller. They don't go sideways and they don't get bigger unless you turn them upside down. And with a filter, I should not say that a state equals, say, Alabama. Okay? Let's try to fix this thing up here for me. All right, there we go. So this rule would not work. What this rule is telling me is that if I receive a lead from all web leads and the lead is in the state of Texas and state of Alabama simultaneously, then move that lead into my health leads folder. This particular rule would never ever work. The reason why is because the field for that particular lead, if you think about it, if you go back to the actual leads that we have, there's a field setting in there for state, and the state would be set to Texas. So that field for that particular lead can't be Texas and Alabama simultaneously. So I can't have this because this simply would just never work. All right. So this is my general rule, and this would say all web leads that are in the state of Texas goes into that folder if I want to do something specific, or I want to be extremely general. And what I'm going to say here is anything that is from all web leads, I want to go into my health leads folder. I hit save, and then I have my list of lead filters that I have here. Here we go. I've got one more here. And now from here on out, if I had a lead come in real time, I would see it route into my leads folder, and then a second later or a microsecond later, I'll see it pop into my health leads folder. That should take care of lead folder filtering, and then from there, I'd be able to set up any sort of automated emails or mass emails, etc. I hope this helps, and if you have any other questions, you can certainly look at other videos that we have on YouTube. Just do a search for Cloudia Assistant, or you can visit us at cloudiaassistant.com.